Yes, remember to follow traffic rules, cooperate with the ICA officers, and no queue cutting.
Money FM 89.3 Music.
Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I admit I don't know how to listen. The trouble is we're distant, wandering away. It doesn't help, you never feel like kissing. There's always some condition, but I miss you, babe. Miss you, baby, baby. Can we get right tonight, tonight? Can we get right tonight, tonight? Can we get right? Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Hey, I need some of your love tonight. I need some of your love. So kiss my lips and hold me tight. Let's get it right. Chances are we'll have to make some changes to get back to the basics, to get back to your smile. We should be holding hands and making faces. Somebody's gotta say, I love you, baby. I love you, baby, baby. Can we get right tonight, tonight? Can we get right tonight, tonight? Can we get right? Whoa, oh, oh, oh. I need some of your love tonight. I need some of your love. So kiss my lips and hold me tight. Let's get it right. Tonight, tonight, can we get right? Tonight, tonight, can we get right? Whoa, whoa. I need some of your love tonight. I need some of your love. So kiss my lips and hold me tight. Let's get it right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's get it right. Get it right. Oh, oh, whoa. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Tonight's the night. I love you, baby. Let's get it right. Can we?
Traffic.
And let's take a look at those Friday night roads. Roadworks across the island, as you would expect, on Friday night, and lots of heavy traffic on the PIE going towards Tuas. Also on the PIE going towards Changi Airport and heading into the ECP. There was an accident earlier on the BKE towards the PIE after the SLE exit, and also an accident on the TPE towards the SLE at Jalan Kayu entrance. Do drive carefully, folks, and do drive calmly. And keep it right here on Money FM 89.3.
If you see anything on the roads that we might have missed, you can share it with us via SMS or WhatsApp at 8855-0893. But please send the message through only when you are safely parked.
Heavy departure traffic at Woodlands Checkpoint due to tailback from Malaysia. Delays are expected, and travelers are advised to check traffic conditions before embarking on their journey. Motorists are reminded to maintain lane discipline and cooperate with officers on site. Please follow ICA Facebook for more updates.
Jumping on that half-price ticket to Europe? Easy.
Wanting to propose but haven't saved enough for the ring? Easy.
Need a new washing machine and new dryer? Easy.
When there's an opportunity you can't pass, the decision is easy.
Standard Chartered EasyPay lets you pay for your purchases in flexible installments from 3 to 12 months when you spend on your Standard Chartered credit card. Simply convert the transaction into installments via SC Mobile. From now till 19th July, register for the Standard Chartered Spend and Win promotion on SC Mobile to get 100% cashback on your first SC EasyPay processing fee. Visit sc.com/sg/easypay for details. Terms and conditions apply.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3.
Welcome back to Friday Night Live right here at Money FM 89.3. We are live on the radio, we are live on the audio digital app, and we are live, Dan, on YouTube and on Facebook right now.
Hot and live, Neil.
Yes, so
Back
if
in the
you,
flesh.
if you
You can
really
see
want
us,
to see
yeah.
us in all our in glory,
Yeah.
then just go to the Money FM YouTube page or the Money FM Facebook page,
Yep.
and we're live.
But only do it when you're safely parked. So for those of you out there who are still driving, perhaps you can stop it somewhere safe in your
Yes.
car park or something. You can
Yes.
watch us. We will be live from now all the way till about 9 p.m. thereabouts.
Yes, you see, Dan,
So, yeah.
we've had this conversation many times.
What's that?
Don't insult the intelligence of our listener. We only have
No,
smart
it's
listeners.
just like a gentle reminder.
No,
Neil, okay?
no. My show,
Yeah.
smart listeners. I don't have dumb listeners.
Okay.
All
Okay.
our listeners right
Yeah.
now, Friday night, are smart.
Yeah.
They are not doing 90 kilometers an hour on the ECP and organising their Facebook at the same time.
I hope not.
I really
Okay.
hope not.
Yes.
I really hope
Yeah.
not.
But
yes,
in
we're
any
live.
case,
Facebook
we are live
and
on
YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube, and we will be keeping you company from now till 9 p.m. What are you doing out there? Maybe if you're out and about, you're having dinner, you can share with us what you're having, what you're doing tonight, and maybe, talk a little bit about what you'd like us to talk about tonight as well. We've got a few guests, special guests coming on with us, so do stick around for that. But first, let's introduce the very first guest.
Yes, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook on our Money FM pages, you may be able to see her already. She is going to be our special guest, as I say, for the final time
Yeah.
on Friday Night Live. What is parenthood? And this week, it's Neil Humphreys getting grilled by the person that I have grilled every single week for more than a year. Normally, it's me making fun of her, chastising her, telling her where she's going right, where she's going wrong. Well, in the last episode of What is Parenthood,
It's the finale, Neil.
we're bringing in the one and only Abby Rose Humphreys. Say hello.
Hi,
Hello, Abby. How have you been?
I'm good. How are you
Are
guys?
you excited for tonight?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's going to be a great grilling session. I'll join you along.
She's
as
in
well.
the studio, folks. I've brought my daughter in. She turned 16 years old last week, and I
Yeah.
thought that that would be a fitting finale for this wonderful segment that has been very successful and popular. But as she is now 16, I didn't want to be doing this when she was 50.
You know what? Let me give you a heads up, all right? We're changing it to what is grandparentshood?
We are.
We are.
Do you know something I don't? Not for 25 years, we're not. let's get that clear right away. It's not going to be what is grandparenthood
No,
for at least 25, preferably 30 years. Preferably.
Preferably. But yes.
Anyway, so we thought we'd finish it off in a fun way by, instead of me grilling my daughter, interrogating my daughter, what she does right, what she does wrong, I thought, let's have some fun.
Yep.
Turn it around. We'll turn the tables and get Abby Rose to reveal what her father is really like ahead of Father's Day in a bit of a quirky Q&A.
Very timely, Neil.
Yes, how well she knows her father. Is he a good father?
Yeah.
Is he a bad father? Her chance for revenge. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited.
Oh, she's excited.
Neil. Oh, wait, Neil, sorry. Abby, no filter here. Don't worry. It's okay, all right? You can say whatever you want about Neil.
Yes.
He's been talking about you for the past a year and a half now.
Cleanly, no
you
bad
know,
language.
That anger and that vengeful what do you call it, feeling or emotions that you have in you, let it all out. It's fine.
All clean language, obviously.
Your butt's clean. Yeah.
But do you know, well,
Yeah.
it has to be clean, but do you know her aunt, my younger sister, has, I think, a £1,000 bet with her.
200,000.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone up to silly money. If she
Wow.
gets to 18 or 21 years old, which age?
21.
If she gets to 21
Yeah.
without ever swearing, in public or cursing,
Oh.
my daughter will give her £1,000.
Wow.
Your daughter, your sister.
My sister.
oh,
Get it right. My
Okay.
sister will give her £1,000.
So how's it going so far with that?
It's going great.
She's never used bad language in front of me.
Not even Hillary.
And just so you know, if you do it on air, a red light will go off. I will get fired,
Neil.
and then I'll put you up for adoption. So it's very simple.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Dan and I will alternate questions
Okay.
about fathers and fatherhood. We'll start off with the easy ones. Go on, Dan, you go first.
I go first. Why don't you go first, Neil?
Simple. What is your father's full name?
Neil John Humphreys.
What does your father like to eat?
You're supposed to be doing from the list.
Huh? No, I want to change things up. I'm trying to craft it.
Okay. He likes Indian food,
Okay.
and that's about. You like beans on toast?
I do.
Yeah.
How tall is your father?
Too tall. 6'4".
How much does your father weigh?
Oh, like 100? No, 90.
100?
No, no.
Wow, 100
you're
only.
Tall, you're tall.
Yes.
I'd give it at least 110.
No.
No, like 85, right?
It is 85.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, you slimmed.
What colour is your father's hair?
White?
All right, we're not talking to you anymore.
No,
Right.
that's good. I can agree with that.
Go on.
Pearl white. What color are your father's eyes?
Oh, blue.
Here's the question that you can never answer. What does your father actually do for a living?
You do a lot of stuff. You do writing, radio, podcasts. Yeah.
All right, that'll do. Let's
Hang
get
on.
into the personal ones.
Okay, wait, hang on. This seems like a grilling session for her, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a grilling session for you. Okay, you know what? Let's go with it,
Let's see
okay?
how well she knows me.
Okay, what does he like to do for fun?
You like going on bike rides?
He does, yeah.
Going to the gym?
Boring then.
That's it. She stops there.
Yeah.
She stopped there.
What?
Is there anything else?
No, that'll do. What makes your father sad?
Oh, when I don't talk to you.
Which is which is quite a lot actually.
Okay.
Quite a lot.
Okay. So that's why you want to craft out the questions today, to get her to
Yes.
talk to you.
Yes.
Okay. What is his favorite TV show?
Oh, you like the Sweeney
Yeah.
and the Sopranos.
Sopranos, very
Oh,
good.
I thought Star Wars.
What is my
a movie.
favourite movie?
Oh, Star Wars.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a movie. I got it wrong.
Yeah. See, this is why he's not a father. This is why he's
How
not a
does
father.
movies not make someone a
Correct.
father?
All right. What's something your father always says?
Always says.
Bugger.
No,
Oh, you
you're-
bugger.
You're like, Tracy, come here.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
like, I don't make it sound like she's a dog, and I'm just beckoning her into the living room.
Neil.
Yes.
She is being, completely, professional here. She's trying to be
Okay.
honest, as
All
honest as
right.
she can.
All right. All right. Let's go more deeper. More
Okay.
deeper parenthood questions.
All right. What is your dad best at?
You're pretty good at writing.
Oh, pretty good.
All right. What is your dad not very good at?
Cooking.
That's
You
true.
can't cook anything.
That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
What does your dad always forget?
My friends' names.
That is also
You
true.
can't name a single one of my friends or teachers.
That is
Name
true.
it, Neil.
I'd just say that one.
Okay, name one
Name
friend.
two of my best friends.
Okay,
Who was I with today?
just a quick one, Neil.
Ailish and Anaya.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
if they were in here right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you which was which. I'd just say that one and that one.
Okay.
Ailish and Anaya. Okay. What does he... Oh, you said that. What nickname do I call you?
Oh, you call me Heifer,
Yeah. Which
Heifer.
is that?
which is a baby cow.
Yeah. Heifer is a baby cow.
But also means like fat in England.
Yeah, I know. But when she was
So
born...
it's not very nice.
That's
No.
not very nice, Neil.
Okay, you
Hey,
see,
hang on.
I've got the nation.
Okay, the whole nation,
Fat
right? The
shames
whole of
me at
Singapore.
home.
Are you
No,
hearing it
no,
now?
no.
He's calling his daughter who plays sports, netball, tennis, rugby, football. The list goes on. And he calls his daughter
A heifer.
a heifer.
Okay, let's get it right. When she was a baby,
Okay.
she was very cute and she had little chubby cheeks. And my mother, when I was little, used to call me a heifer. A
Yeah.
heifer is a baby cow.
Okay.
Heifer. Heifer, right? So the name was stuck, and I now call it to her all the time. The problem is, I will shout it across the supermarket. I'll say, "Hey, heifer, come here," and it just sounds like I'm being really mean, but I'm really not. It's a term of affection. The baby heifer, the baby cow.
Okay.
All right, go on.
All right. How does he make you laugh?
Oh, he makes fun of people a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
like
does.
friends, family, and it's really funny.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good. I try and do it
Yeah,
for
he
a living.
does.
What is your favourite thing to do with him?
Watch football
Very good.
What is your least favorite thing to do with him?
when he tries to like talk to me.
Oh no! How did it feel, Neil? Come talk to me, Neil.
I feel seen. I feel emasculated. No, it's fine. Okay, it's the least I deserve. How are you and your father the same?
Oh, think we both can't control our anger sometimes.
That's
Fly
very
off,
true.
fly
Like
off the handle a
father.
little bit.
Like
Yeah.
daughter.
There's some temperamental issues
Okay.
there. Yes.
Now then, how are you and your father different?
Oh, I think when it comes to food, he'll try a lot more than me. I'm a lot
Okay.
pickier than him, or he'll eat anything.
Yeah.
And he calls me fat when he eats everything.
I don't call you. I call you Heifer.
I know,
Can we just
right? It's not
clarify?
very nice, Neil.
Heifer.
Neil.
It's a nickname.
I'll talk to
You
you after
eat
the show, okay?
I have
You
never.
know,
I'll talk
last-
to him after the show,
Last
Abby.
night, I bought a bag of Ruffles, like a
Yeah.
big bag, and I was going to bring it to the beach with my friends,
Yeah.
and he ate the whole thing last night.
Hey, you
know,
heifer. What are you doing, you
He's such a
heifer?
fatty.
Stop it, you heifer.
That is true.
Neil Heifer Humphreys.
And what makes it worse, they were bought for a birthday party.
Yeah.
And nobody
Yeah.
ate them.
Oh.
So they went home, and it was a big family bag of, what are they called? Ruffles?
Yeah, he
Raffles?
ate them all
Ruffles?
in one
Ruffles,
night.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ruffles. And she was going to take them to the beach today. And then last night I was watching a TV late. I thought, not a bit of supper. I didn't eat them all.
Yes, you did.
I ate a lot.
I
yeah.
trust Abby more than I trust you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. All right. I'm getting annoyed now. No, I'm not. I'm not. It's fine. What is his best quality as a father? What do you mean, oh?
Father.
That was a bit of a, oh. That good, is he?
No, you plan stuff really well.
Mm.
So if we're like going out or going on holiday, you have it all planned out. So it's fun to go out with you.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay. You don't need him anymore. You have AI.
Yeah, that's
facts.
true. Facts. I'm redundant. Facts. Okay.
Okay, what's his worst quality as a father?
Can I say the anger thing again?
If you want.
Because we're very similar.
Okay.
We shout at each other sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like very spur of the moment and just like control your anger sometimes. That's it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You hear that, Neil?
I do, and it's my biggest flaw as a parent, and to anyone listening. One serious point: yes,
You know what?
keep the temper.
I feel a little bit like a counselor today, Neil.
You are.
Yeah. You know, it's like a nice.
You're doing a very
Way
good
to-
job.
thank you.
Very good job. All right. What do you think of him talking about you? I'm saying him like it's someone else. What do you think about him talking about you on this show
Well-
every week?
I don't really listen to the show, if I'm being honest.
Oh! It's okay, Abby
So-
Rose. It's okay. I mean, seeing how your father treats you at home, okay,
So
that's
I
fine.
don't know what you say about me.
I would just like to say we don't need you. We don't need you because our listenership figures are going through the roof.
I bet after
weird.
I'm on tonight, your viewers go up more.
Oh well, you could stick your
Ah.
listenership because we've got the whole nation.
Yes,
And
we
we're,
do.
we're grateful to have the whole nation.
All right, let's sum this up. Now, Abby, from your perspective, what is one parenting tip that you would give to Neil Humphreys?
I think sometimes space is really good. So like, if I'm doing my thing, you can do your thing. Maybe
The
we can
teenager
just-
speaking, Neil.
We don't have to be together all the time.
No.
Yeah.
So the essence of parenthood is being away from your parents as often as possible.
Yeah.
And that's a great way to end the parenthood segment.
That's fantastic.
Brilliant. So there's your secret tip, folks. If you want to have a great relationship with your kids and the parents, stay away from each other as much as possible. But serious point, my daughter is the apple of my eye.
Yeah.
I adore everything about her.
Yeah.
She's been a good sport, and she's let me talk about her every single week for a year and a half. So I'm very grateful, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Now get lost. Right, and that, my friends, was parenthood.
Stay informed with market insights, trends, and strategies for success. Tune in to Breakfast with Ryan Huang, Imad Akhtar, and Audrey Seek. Your Money with Michelle Martin. On the Show with Jill Lim. The Afternoon Update with Lin Li Fu. The Evening Runway with Hongbin Jong, Roshan Gidwani, and Chua Chien Chien. Friday Night Live with Neil Humphreys and Dan Coe. And Saturday Mornings with Glenn Van Zutphen and Neil Humphreys. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Money FM 89.3.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3.
And welcome back to Friday Night Live right here at Money FM 89.3 with Dan Coe, Neil Humphreys, and my...
And Abby Rose.
Yeah, who embarrassed me mercilessly.
I feel like, that felt more like you embarrassed her, if anything.
How did I embarrass her?
You put her on the spot. She was in a hot seat.
She was fine. She was fine.
Yeah, but
it
she
was
did fantastic, though.
It was a great way to finish off the
It's a great
Parenthood
finale, yeah.
segment.
It's been a good run, I think, for a year and a half. I mean, I guess I can say I learned a thing or two about being a parent, I guess.
Well, when you find out what it is, let me know, because I've got no idea. I'm making it up as I go along. But if you did miss the segment, thank you. If you did miss the segment, as always, all our podcasts will be out later on the audio app. Now, speaking of podcasts, fabulous guest coming up.
Yes, fantastic one. It's the event that many Singapore fitness enthusiasts has been waiting for a long time. HYROX Singapore is coming this June. I believe it's on the 29th of June. And in fact, we've gotten the country manager of the event in the studio with us to discuss all about the event, what you need to do to prepare for it, and why you should be taking part in it.
Look forward to that. And then afterwards, of course, this is very, very important. We are giving away a $100 voucher.
Yeah.
All you have to do is play Three of a Kind. You know what to do. Guess the link between the three songs. WhatsApp the answer to 88550893. The first correct answer will win the $100 voucher to...
To
Benjamin
Barker.
That's it.
I was waiting for you to say it.
No.
You forgot, right?
No, I did. But you have it written down.
No. But yeah, we will be giving away a $100 voucher to Benjamin Barker. So those of you looking to make a new suit, well, guess what? You're in luck. All you need to do is to listen to the three songs that we will be playing, guess the link between them, and let me tell you, we've already given out the answer. The hint's already out there. If you've missed it, just listen to the three songs and send us your answers, 88550893.
That's all you have to do. And as always, we will finish the show with
Fright Night Friday. You know, they say it pays, right, to be rich, right? Would you be rich and cursed, Neil?
No.
No?
I'm already cursed and I'm not rich. So what's the difference?
Okay, you're cursed. But you're rich too.
So they say on the internet.
Okay, so they say on the
Don't
internet.
believe what you read on the internet.
Okay,
Yeah.
but in any case, we're traveling across the globe today. We're going to talk about some of the cursed treasures of the world. I mean, these are true stories that talk about, how the people who once owned them died or perhaps faced a very gruesome or terrible experience in life. So we will be talking about two items. I think they're still in the museum today. But when I was reading it up, I couldn't believe my eyes, to be honest. But they're actually quite beautiful items, worth millions of dollars.
Brilliant. So we'll get to that later and we'll pose that existential question. Would you want to have unbelievable riches if you owned a treasure, but you knew it was cursed? Would you take the risk of having the money, but also being cursed? WhatsApp 88550893. Coming up, of course, after the traffic is Thank Fitness It's Friday.
Time check on Money FM 89.3.
It's 8:07 p.m.
Date check.
It's Friday, the 14th of June, 2024.
Weather.
The Met Service is calling for mostly cloudy conditions across the island, with rain later this evening and early Saturday morning. But it's lovely and cool right now, 28 degrees with a low of 25 degrees. That's what we like, and we like you to stay with us right here at Money FM 89.3.
Weather report brought to you by Mitsubishi Electric. Mitsubishi Electric StarMax Aircon saves you energy and money, is easy to clean, and is the quietest.
Traffic.
And let's take a look at the Friday night roads. There's been a vehicle breakdown on the CTE towards the SLE before Ang Mo Kio Avenue 3 exit. And there was an accident earlier on the TPE towards the SLE at Jalan Kayu entrance. It is Friday night, so expect heavier traffic than usual. Drive carefully, drive safely, and keep it right here at Money FM 89.3.
If you see anything on the roads that we might have missed, you can share it with us via SMS or WhatsApp at 8855-0893. But please send the message through only when you are safely parked.
Heavy departure traffic at Woodlands Checkpoint due to tailback from Malaysia. Delays are expected and travelers are advised to check traffic conditions before embarking on their journey. Motorists are reminded to maintain lane discipline and cooperate with officers on site. Please follow ICA Facebook for more updates.
Stay ahead with Money FM 89.3. Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Thank fitness it's Friday.
All right, welcome to Money FM 89.3. You're here with me, Danko, and Neil Humphreys on the Friday Night Live. And it's that time of the hour. Thank fitness, it's Friday. Neil.
Yes.
I just recently came across this race in Singapore that's coming up in June. And if I'm being honest, as I was looking through, the challenges, it reminded me a little bit of like a training for zombie apocalypse, Neil. Yeah, it's a little bit unconventional, but it sounds fun. And for those of you who don't already know what I'm talking about, HYROX Singapore is coming to Singapore this June on the 29th of June. That's a Saturday. And they will be taking you, or participants, through a series of action-packed challenges that will be sure to kill you. Have you heard of it before, Neil?
I haven't, but I have now because you haven't stopped talking about it for the last few weeks. You've been giddy like a schoolboy. You can't wait for this race, can you?
No, I mean, for those of you who've been listening to us for a while now, you know how much of a fitness geek that I am. And this event in particular does touch on the best spots, right? Honestly. So without further ado, let's welcome on the show William Patty, the country manager for HYROX Singapore. Welcome to the show, William.
Hey Dan, Neil, thank you very much for having me in.
Absolute pleasure.
All right, Will, now to start off, all right, and I understand that you were once an army personnel in the British Army. Is
Yes,
that right?
I was, yeah,
so,
that's correct.
what made the switch from the British Army to Singapore and into the fitness industry then?
Well, it was a very long story, but to cut it short for the
Yeah.
listener, I, back in 2017, while I was still in the military, came over to Singapore to actually play some sport. Took a couple of weeks over here to play field hockey, and that's where I actually met my now wife, a British girl as well, who was out here as a trampoline coach.
Wow.
A few years of long distance, and I decided that Singapore, having come here a number of times, was absolutely the place I wanted to live. So I decided to pack it in with the military and move across to Singapore.
Wow.
I loved my job in the army, and I still do miss it. However, I've been very fortunate with the things that's led me into, which is now obviously HYROX and organising the HYROX races in Singapore.
Brilliant. And before we get to that, you also, with your wife, I believe, set up the Ministry of Fitness. Is that correct? So
Yep.
two things I wanted to ask you. One, as you know, we have a lot of gyms in Singapore, particularly in the last 10 years.
Way too many.
So what did you... So what did you see that was possibly missing? What hole did you think you could fill, and how have you done it?
Good question. So fitness industry, there's a lot of different gyms, which is necessarily not a bad thing, because all that does is it drives the gyms, therefore, to improve and become the best that they can in order to be able to get the members in and do the best that they can for themselves. And certainly COVID, through our own experience, was very, very difficult for gyms. Even past COVID, it's only now that things are kind of starting to turn a corner.
Yeah.
The military aspect for me is what we were looking for. We are very used to that functional fitness, which again was a great link when we heard about HYROX, and trying to do that boot camp style stuff. So we've got a big open space, functional kit, it was med balls and ski ergs. We avoid the difficult lifts, which I know is attracting to other gyms, and we wanted to stick to very much what we knew and understood, and that's what we did. We went for military style boot camps. But now we have very much transitioned across to some HYROX stuff as well.
And just to add to that, for the benefit of our listeners, what does that mean? What does military-type gym training look like? What sort of muscles are you working on? What sort of workouts is it?
So the key to military fitness, from my experience, was very much that full-body functional fitness mixed in with endurance. So you expected to run, you're expected to be able to pull your own weight, you're expected to carry weight, and that then transitions into the way that you train. So it's all about being able to squat and lift above the head. It's all about being able to push your body weight, being able to do sit-ups while carrying weight, but also doing it functionally, which then is a key way to avoiding injury. So if you're doing stuff with heavy barbells and individual movements, if you're doing it correctly, that's good. But on a mass scale, with a number of people, it can be difficult to be able to make sure that everyone's doing the correct form. So for us in the military, avoiding that injury was key, because if you didn't get injured, then you can't do your job.
Yeah, it does remind me a little bit of my military training back when I was serving as well. And that also brings us to the point of HYROX, because it checks out the list, right? So for those of us who are not sure of the event, tell us a little bit more about what HYROX is all about, and how did you get into it?
Yeah, so HYROX is a mix of functional fitness with running. So the basics of the actual race itself is you've got 8 different functional fitness workout stations broken up with 8 different 1 kilometer runs that you can do. There's multiple ways, though, that you can do this. I think the key that we want to put across as HYROX is that it's the fitness competition for everybody. And that means that we have to have that accessibility, and that's why the functional fitness is key, because it's something that is all natural movements. There's nothing skill-based within it. It's all something that I could put anybody in front of, and they would be able to do the movements themselves. Fair enough, they might need to train, and that's what a lot of the stuff around any of these races comes into, is it adds value to that gym community, but it's highly accessible.
It does bring the question, though, how different is it from CrossFit? I mean, if you look at the exercises and the challenges that you guys do, it does seem to bring a bit of similarity to CrossFitters out there, right?
Yeah, I agree. So a lot of people definitely, when they hear about HYROX, CrossFit is probably the other very big brand that everyone's heard of and is aware of. And it's done such a great job in creating that brand awareness. And hopefully this is something that we can aspire to be able to become as well. CrossFit is a lot of skill-based movements, I would say. You've got to be able to heavy barbells, do your snatches, your clean and jerks, as well as some gymnastics movements, depending on how far you progress within their competitions. I think you'll find often, and I know a lot of gym owners out there who are CrossFit gym owners, and they're fantastic. The workouts are great, and they can scale those to a good mass of different people, because that's the whole point. But unfortunately, when it comes to the actual competition side of things, it can then start to get a little bit less accessible as you start to develop and move through the skill levels that are required within it. I think the key for HYROX opposed is because everything is highly accessible in terms of it's simple stuff to be able to do. There's no time limit, there's no weight limit. Then you're able to achieve a lot more with a much larger community. So you would probably say that hopefully 100% of people that go into HYROX classes are probably going to be doing a HYROX race.
Well, that's good to know, Neil.
Yeah.
I got nervous for a moment there.
No, it's good for you. I'm just curious to know, what is like the origin story of HYROX?
Yeah, good question.
Where does it come from?
It comes from Germany.
All
so
right.
it was originally created by Christian and Mo. Mo is actually an Olympic athlete. So he's a gold medalist and very, very famous in the field hockey world. So they come back from a big sporting background and triathlon background with Christian, and they're very much looking into how can we take something like a marathon, like a triathlon, which anybody can turn up to, go in at their own pace, but bring this into the gym and fitness community. So I know they spent a lot of time looking at the individual movements. How can we get this so that it's gym-based, easily trainable, but also something that's accessible to everybody? And so that's very much where it came from. They started off with just one small race, 600 odd people, probably less than 600 odd people in their first race. And
Wow.
6 years now, we're hitting nearly 500,000 people racing across the world.
Extraordinary.
Inspiring, I mean, lives all across. I mean, that's the fitness community we're looking at here. So talk to us a little bit more about how one should start preparing for the race. Because, I mean, for what I can tell, there's a lot of leg trainings to be done. But what else needs to be done to train for this race?
Yeah, good question. So I would say the first thing you want to definitely tick off the box is you're running. I know particularly in Singapore it's hot. A lot of people aren't a big fan of getting out there and running, but over 50% of the race is running, which for me, again, stemming back to my military stuff, I think is key to any sort of rounded fitness, is you don't want to be ticking just one box, you want to tick multiple boxes. The second one then is that foundational strength. So don't worry too much about being able to be the best on a ski erg straight away. Build up your single leg strength, particularly your core strength, and then your upper body strength in movements such as your squats, single leg step ups. You can do all sorts of stuff that you can find in the gym that's going to help just build up that foundational strength. And then that's when you can start getting into a bit more specific with the training, thinking about, okay, let's get onto these ski ergs, get onto these sleds, and building up the endurance and the capacity to be able to do these exercises over a long time.
And for anyone still listening, thinking about it, sitting on the fence, tell them, why should they sign up for the HYROX and where should they go to do it?
Firstly, I think the easiest thing for me to say is the only thing that sells HYROX is HYROX. If you go and watch one, I guarantee you want to race the next time. And that's what we always say with a lot. If you are keen, check us out on Instagram, I would say is absolutely the easiest way to see what we've got going on. We've got a lot of stories about people in Singapore that have been racing or are training for the races.
Right.
And we've got our website as well, so you can sign up on there.
Brilliant.
What about those who are not participating in the race? Why should one take on this challenge of HYROX? Like, leisurely. Let's say, maybe they're still a little, nervous about taking on the race with many participants out there. What makes HYROX so special, and why should we include as part of our gym routine?
So the training around HYROX all stems back to that original conversation of the endurance, the running, and the functional fitness.
Yeah.
It's highly achievable because you're not expected to be the best of the best when you come into this stuff. It's all about going through at your own pace, at your own time, with a very specific target that you're aiming towards.
Right.
So it's not changing per race, it's just you're getting better. And I think similar, I guess, in the same way as you might look at a marathon or a 10-kilometer run, you always know what your end goal is.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to be able to move towards that end goal and get yourselves nice and ready in your own time.
Nice.
We're talking to William Petty, the country manager for HYROX Singapore, and we always finish this, William, this segment with a quick fast fire round, okay? We're going to ask you 6 super fitness tidbits, the Super 6. Are you ready?
Super 6.
Okay, let's
I'm
go.
going to kick this off. First one, what's your typical weekly gym routine look like?
Depends how lazy I'm being. But generally, if I can do, I want to get running maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And then if I can get to as well, then do some gym stuff as well 2 and 3 times a week. But
All right.
to be perfectly honest, it does differ, as I think, for everybody.
I feel you. I feel the pain as well. Next one. What's your favorite healthy meal and why?
Well, good question. Well, my wife will tell you that actually I had a little bit of a chocolate pudding dish issue going on a few years back when I was having probably 2 a night.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
They were very
good.
tasty.
Yeah.
Get those from Fair Price. They're fantastic. But for me, my new one at the moment is Akai. How do you? I can't remember.
Acai.
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 There we
Acai,
go.
My
yeah.
daughter lives on acai.
I think when you've got that with some fresh fruit, it's
Yeah.
nice and cold. You finish that and you just feel clean and you feel healthy, and
yeah.
it's fantastic.
It
So
is, yeah.
She had
that's
it today.
definitely my favourite one. Twice.
All right, what's your favorite workout or exercise?
I'm going to go, well, obviously I should say HYROX is my favourite workout, but if I'm going to get specific, at the moment I'm loving the ski erg.
Oh.
I used to be a bit of a biathlon racer back when I was in the army, so I did 3 seasons of racing over in Europe, and so being able to get back and kind of develop the technique on the ski erg is definitely for me actually the thing I'm really enjoying at the moment.
All right, let's talk gym etiquette. What is the one thing that other gym users should do better?
Put your weights back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Couldn't agree more with that one.
Is there a penalty in your gym for those who don't put their weights back?
It should be. I think the number of times in the evening I've gone in and the plates are in the wrong place
Yeah,
sometimes can be
yeah.
It's frustrating, but
Drives
Yeah.
me mad.
it's just maybe my slight military OCD.
No,
getting
it's
into
good.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
with you. I'm with you 100%.
It's justifiable. It's
All right,
justifiable.
what's your number one health or fitness tip?
Routine, absolutely fundamental to anything in terms of fitness, and this is my strength and weakness at the same time.
Yeah.
As soon as I fall out of routine, and I think everyone can probably link to that, it's very difficult to get back in. But as soon as I get myself into a good routine, I can then stick to exactly what I'm trying to do, whether it's my 3 runs and 3 gyms, or whether it's trying to build up to a certain thing. It's definitely routine is key.
All right, Will, finally, what motivates you to stay on this fitness journey?
I think my family, and it maybe sounds slightly cringy, but it's true. I want to be able to be building up with my son and my wife and being able all the way through as far as I can. My granddad was a mountain climber, sailor, rock climber, everything you can think of. That's exactly what he was all the way through. And that's definitely inspired me to want to be functionally and endurance-based fitness. Yeah.
Brilliant. Couldn't agree more.
Fantastic. It's
William
been-
Petty, the country manager for HYROX Singapore, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank
if
you.
anybody wants to sign up, where should they go?
Check out our Instagram. that's definitely the best place. Or go onto the website, just type in HYROX Singapore into Google, or I believe it's HYROX SG on Instagram.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, William.
My pleasure.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Three of a kind.
All right. Is that time of the hour, Neil?
It is indeed. You know what to do by now. Take out your phones and take down this number, 88550893. That's 88550893. Why? Because we have
$100 worth of Benjamin Barker voucher giving away at this hour. All you need to do is to guess a link between 3 songs. Send us your answers via WhatsApp at 88550893. It's a very simple topic today. Just send us your answers the moment you hear the first song, or maybe the second song, maybe even the third, and then we may pick you to get your next suit.
Exactly. First person with the correct answer wins the $100 voucher. And frankly, when you hear the first song and you think about what it's called and who it's by, you're already going to know the answer. All right. WhatsApp 88550893. Good luck as we play Three of a Kind.
Three of a kind.
Let's get it started in here.
And the bass keeps running, running, and 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 running, running, and
in this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your necks. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. To lose our inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out, girl, it's pulling me out. You wouldn't believe how we wow shit out. We burn it till it's burned out, turn it till it's turned out. Act up from northwest, east side. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah.
lose control of body and soul. Don't move too fast, people just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. Y'all hear about it? The P's will do it. Get started, get stupid. Don't worry about it, people will walk you through it step by step like an infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible and that's how we move it. Yo,
everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stupid, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah.
just keep running, running, and running, running.
Come on, y'all. Let's get it.
Deal at the gate and we'll bring the bug dot drill. Just lose your mind, this is the time. You can't stand still, twist and bang your spine. Just bob your head like me, Apple D. Up inside your club or in your Bentley. Get messy, loud and sick. Your mind fast, no more on another head trip. So come them now, do not correct it. Let's get ignorant, let's get hectic.
Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Three of a kind.
And welcome back to Friday Night Live, 3 of a kind. I suspect we have many answers coming in already. Dan is checking it.
Yep.
Because we've got a $100 voucher to give away this week. Just one for Benjamin Barker's Tailors.
Yes,
I
we
said
do.
it correct that time.
Yeah.
Perfect Father's Day gift, a $100 voucher for Benjamin Barker's Tailors. All you've got to do is guess the link between the 3 songs. We've played 2.
Yep.
And just to recap, the first one was called The Final Countdown by Europe.
The final countdown. Okay, next one.
We're trying to keep the listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you could just get it from that song, couldn't you? The Final Countdown
Yep.
by Europe kind of gives you the answer. The second one, in case you really didn't know, let's get it started in here. So the final countdown, after the final countdown, let's get it started. What could we be talking about that needs
You know
to
what?
get started?
If you can't already, or you don't already know what we're talking about, let me tell you, okay?
Don't
the
tell them.
last The last song, the third and final song we'll be playing,
Yes.
gives you everything you need to know about
Literally.
what the quiz is about.
Literally, the first few
Yeah.
seconds of this song, you will know. So get that phone in your hand. Take down the number now. So you just have to press send. WhatsApp 88550893 if you want to win a $100 Benjamin Barker Taylor's voucher.
That's right. Just remember, it is WhatsApp at 88550893. We've only got one voucher to give away, so don't miss this chance. Get your phones ready as we play Three of a Kind.
I think it's bad news for the English game. We're not creative enough, we're not positive enough.
It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home.
We'll go on getting back, it's on getting back, it's on getting back, it's on getting back.
It's coming, football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know they're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, 30 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming.
So many jokes, so many sneers, but all those also nears weigh you down through the years.
But I still see that tackle by Moore, and when Lineker scored, Bobby belting the ball,
and Nobby dancing.
3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming, 30 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming. I know that was then, but it could be again. It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home. 3 lines on a shirt. It's coming. Jules Rimet still gleaming. It's coming home. 30 years of hurt. It's coming. Never stop me dreaming. It's coming home. 3 lines on a shirt. It's coming. Jules Rimet still gleaming. It's coming home. 30 years of hurt. It's coming. Never stop me dreaming. It's coming. 3 lines on a shirt. It's coming. Jules Rimet still gleaming. It's coming. 30 years of hurt. It's coming. Never stop me.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Three of a Kind.
Yes, three of a kind right here on Money FM 89.3 Friday Night Live. And not surprising, Dan, we have a record number of answers this week.
Don't you love your prizes, Singaporeans? And
Well,
we're happy to give
excuse me,
away as
excuse me,
well.
We have a growing listenership.
Yes, we do, and we love to give away as well. So do keep, texting us in, tell us what you're having, but most of all, tell us your answer for the quiz.
Yes, indeed. Now, the three songs were, just to recap, The Final Countdown by Europe, Let's Get It Started by the Black Eyed Peas, and then Football's Coming Home, Three Lions by the Lightning Seeds. So we practically gave you the answer this week. And the answer was, my football fan friend, what was the answer?
Euro 2024.
It kicks off tonight, tomorrow morning, Singapore time. Germany against Scotland, I believe, is the first game. So we've got 1 month of football ahead of us. So many answers.
Fantastic.
And the first correct answer to WhatsApp us at 88550893 was, you going to give me a drum roll this week? Not as good as mine.
No, it's not good. It wasn't so good.
Mr.
Yeah.
Kevin
Yo.
Koch. Congratulations, my friend.
Congratulations, KK. Kevin Koch, well done.
Great effort.
Is he your father, perhaps?
No. My name's not Neil Koch, is it? It's Neil Humphreys.
No, I'm asking, is he your father? 'Cause
Oh, I thought you
it's
said, is
just
he
in
my
time.
father?
No,
Is
no,
he
no.
my father?
Is he a father? Because it's just in time for Father's Day.
Getting personal there, Kevin.
Yeah.
Are you a father? If you'd like to tell us, please WhatsApp the show. But you are the winner, my friend. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin. Very well done.
What does he win?
He wins a $100 Benjamin Barker voucher to buy a new suit and to perhaps look good for his next big event. Now, it pays to listen to us, and of course, we will be happy to give away more goodies in the next few weeks, so do continue to keep us company right here on Money FM 89.3. Now, speaking of being paid, to tune in, well, it certainly just does pay for people to receive or to own certain expensive products, Neil.
I have no idea where you're going.
Because we're going into some of the world's most expensive yet hauntingly scary treasures.
Got it. Longest segue ever.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a build up to it.
Yeah. Well, traffic first.
Yes, sir.
All right, traffic folks, and do stay with us because, of course, we will finish the show, as we always do, with Fright Night Friday, coming right up after the traffic.
Traffic.
All right, let's take one more look at the road, shall we? There was an accident earlier on Commonwealth Avenue towards the city after Margaret Drive. Avoid the left lane. Roadworks on the AYE towards Tuas at Jalan Ahmad Ibrahim entrance, and also on the PIE towards Changi Airport after Jurong West Avenue 2. Avoid lane 1. That's your traffic. I'm Neil Humphreys, and this is Money FM 89.3.
If you see anything on the roads that we might have missed, you can share it with us via SMS or WhatsApp at 8855-0893. But please send the message through only when you are safely parked. Stay ahead with Money FM 89.3. Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3. Fright Night Friday.
And welcome back to
Fright Night Friday.
Neil.
Yes.
Anyone weighing a potential investment, you must calculate, the risk to reward ratio that it holds, right?
Of course.
Now, can this item generate returns that would make buying worth it? That's why people invest, right? To earn more. And if it doesn't, can you handle the downside? Now, risks usually entail unusual things, okay?
Yeah.
Such as, becoming a part of an investment's history. Now, a few treasures that's found across the world have become the stuff of a legend.
Okay.
Because one owner after another has fallen prey to bad luck.
Oh.
And sometimes fatal luck. So these treasures that I'm about to talk to you about are rumored to be cursed or haunted. And while they can't be proved, many of them have track records that even the most entrenched skeptic may not be able to figure it all out. So let's talk about the very first item.
Okay.
This one, I believe you've heard of it before. It's called the Hope Diamond. Have you heard of this one?
Of course, very famous.
Yeah, the Hope Diamond. It's as luring as it is mysterious, right? It's a major draw for many who go to see it. All right. Many believe that the gem was cursed, right? Because while being torn apart by wild dogs and beheaded during the revolution are bad enough, other events believed to be the part of a Hope Diamond curse were rumors that anyone who purchased or even touched the Hope Diamond would end up in a horrible death.
Oh.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of this diamond, right? And one particular example was owned by Cartier, right? The jeweler. They eventually sold the diamond to billionaire Evelyn Walsh McLean, and they lured her by telling her the story of how Tavernier, the traveling French merchant who had initially stole the blue gem from the eye or the forehead of the statue of the Hindu goddess Sita. So, the French traveler, Tavernier, initially owned the piece of gem, but then it was eventually handed over to Cartier after Tavernier sadly passed away from a horrifying death. Right, so Cartier went on to regale on how Nicolas Fouquet, a French official, was beheaded along with Louis XV and Marie Antoinette. Princess Del Lambel, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrongly, died at the hands of a vicious French mob. Now, Sultan Abdul Hamid of Turkey, he lost his throne in his life when he eventually purchased the stone. So if you can see, there is a trend of people holding onto that stone and just being led to the sad deaths.
Yeah.
And eventually, there was a Russian, an actress who even won it on stage, and she was shot while wearing the diamond.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's staggering. I mean, genuinely staggering. Bad luck and cursed.
A bit of a coincidence,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
So, back to Evelyn Walsh McLean. She eventually bought the diamond, right? Now, she wore the diamond as her lucky charm, and she didn't really believe what skeptics had to say. So, eventually, guess what happened to her? Her husband ran away with another woman. Her son died in a car accident, and a family business, the Washington Post, went bankrupt, and the daughter died of drug overdose.
Wow.
Talk about coincidence, Neil.
Yeah, that's shocking.
So whether or not the Hope Diamond has its mystical powers of giving people bad luck, I mean, it does seemingly look miraculously large. I mean, it stands at about 45.52 carats. Did you buy a diamond for your wife, Neil?
No.
Oh, okay. But usually I would assume that each, diamond would be about 1 to 2 carats on average.
Yep.
This is 45.52 carats, Neil.
Wow.
Right? And that is after undergoing some cuts as well. So the original weight was actually marked at 112 carats. That's huge, all right?
Yeah.
So the weight is substantial, especially when you consider that this diamond isn't exactly a traditional colorless diamond, but a deep blue diamond. And they are typically only found in small carat weights. So, more than meets the eye, Neil.
Yeah.
Don't know whether it's cursed or not, but there you have it on the Hope Diamond. Let's talk about the second story. The Hands That Resist Him. You know this one?
No.
It's a painting, actually.
Okay.
The painting is a little disturbing. Now, if you search on the net, The Hands Resist Him. I want you to search it up right now, Neil. The Hands Resist Him. Now, it shows a young boy standing next to a girl doll with hollow eyes and a sad, downturned mouth. And it appears that the doll is holding onto a strange device with wires coming out of it. Now, the eeriest part of the painting is that there are many disembodied children hands that's reaching towards the boy, and I think it's through the glass panels of a door that's just behind him.
Yeah,
but
I'm
what's
looking at it now.
even more disturbing, right, Neil, is that the painting itself are the stories of what happened to the people who come into contact with it. It was painted back in 1972, quite recent actually, by the artist William Stoneham, who was on a contract to produce 2 paintings a month for $200 each. Now, in 1974, 2 years after it was made, it was put on display in Beverly Hills, California. It was reviewed by the art critic for the Los Angeles Times, Henry Saldis, and purchased by the actor John Marley from The Godfather. Do you know?
Yes.
So here's where it gets weird, Neil. A few years after the painting was sold, the art critic Henry Saldis died. And then the gallery owner died. And then subsequently in 1984, John Marley passed away. And the painting disappeared.
Wow.
Completely. Now, if you remember, the last person who was holding onto the painting was John Marley until he passed away. So not long later, until about 2000, it resurfaced again in a bizarre posting on eBay. And the new owners were trying to sell because they said it was haunted, right? They claimed that the boy and the doll in the picture would fight each other during the night and that it would terrify their 4-year-old daughter. Does it terrify you, Neil?
It is a shocking painting. I'm looking at it now.
It is a little mysterious and creepy, isn't it?
It's eerie. Yeah. It's chilling.
So, they even set up motion sensing camera in the room for 3 nights and claimed that they captured the boy in the picture, leaving the frame and coming into the room, apparently fleeing in terror.
Wow.
So in what a skeptic might think that it was a marketing ploy, the owners warned buyers not to bid on the painting if they were, quote-unquote, faint of heart or unfamiliar with supernatural events. More than 30,000 people visited the auction page. And many reported that just looking at the painting made them look or feel ill or upset. How does it make you feel, Neil?
Unnerved.
Ooh, that's a good word.
Thank you.
But it does make me feel a little bit unnerved as well. And
a light just went out in the studio.
Oh, yes. That's extra effect, Neil.
I need to change my underwear now. What just happened now?
Yeah. So, let me reiterate our point for tonight. Is it worth being a millionaire while knowing you're holding on to a cursed object that may start to tell you or tick or perhaps even tell you when your time is up? Is it worth having something that's cursed?
Take the money. I don't want the money. Don't take your cursed object and get out.
And get out.
I'm not interested.
Neil's not one to have. So those of you looking for the Hope Diamond, I'm not sure where you can look for it, but it's in some part of the museum today.
Yeah.
As for the Hans Resistant painting, it is somewhere on eBay. I don't know who's brave enough to buy it, but that's not me, that's for sure. Would you buy it, Abby Rose?
Just say no.
For your father?
No. No. I don't want it. I don't want the painting. I don't want the Hope Diamond.
In any case, all right, spend your money wisely, all right? And always be sure to spend it wisely, know exactly what you're buying. And with that, folks, is this week's episode of Fright
Night Friday.
Friday Night Live with Neil and Dan, only on Money FM 89.3.
And that'll just about do it, folks. A very chilling way to finish the show, my friend.
Yeah, it's a hauntingly creepy twist of events. I mean, if you think about it, right, inanimate objects, in fact, may seem harmless at first, but when it starts, rumors start spreading, you start to think of things maybe, your phone might be haunted, or maybe your paper or pen might be haunted. These kind of things do spook us out a little bit. Maybe it's a lot closer to us than we know. But it's all for good fun, I think it's good to talk about it.
Absolutely. And it's good to talk about one more time our wonderful listeners. Thanks to you. Our numbers are up. Thank you very much. We've had comments coming in all night long. Thank you for taking part in 3 of a Kind. We do appreciate it. Our winner this week was Kevin Cock. Congratulations. But Kevin, if you want the $100 voucher, I need your email. So please.
It's a big shout out, yeah.
I've already sent you a message. Please email us. Fuchi Ren says, think the lights going out was the scariest part of tonight's Fright Night Friday. I think it was, Fuchi Ren. It was indeed. What are you up to this weekend?
This weekend, I would be just resting at home. Nothing much for me, actually. What about you, Neil?
I'm back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock with Glenn Van Zutphen.
What do you have on?
Wonderful guests tomorrow, including Miss Danelle Tan, the fabulous footballer, Singapore's first ever footballer to succeed in Europe, male or female. She won the domestic league and cup double with Borussia Dortmund, one of the top teams in Germany. She's back in Singapore, and we'll have her back in the studio tomorrow. You do not want to miss that interview. She's one of the most impressive young people I have ever met. 19 years old, and she's conquering the world.
It's fantastic. But of course, I mean, all for today. We've covered tons of things as well. We've finished off our What is Parenthood finale with our very special guest, Abby Rose, who did fantastically well in all the What is Parenthood segments. So thank you so much once again for joining us on What is Parenthood, Abby Rose.
Hey, did I not have you
And
turned on?
Neil,
What
after
microphone?
learning and after trying to be a DJ for a year and a half,
Guess one. Hello?
yes, you're trying to figure out the ropes.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the Parenthood segment?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can go now.
Don't be mean, Neil.
I'm just kidding.
What is it that he calls you again?
Oh, heifer?
Heifer.
Heifer.
Stop it, heifer.
My beloved heifer. And thank you so much, and thank you to all of our wonderful listeners. Do join us again tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, with myself and Glenn Van Suffen. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend.
That's right. We'll catch you again the same time, same place, 7 to 9 p.m. on the Friday Night Live on Money FM 89.3.
Take care, guys.
Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said that I bet they'll never make it, but just